Okay, so Dr. Hippotime, who is one of the channels that inspired me to make my videos, and who is also a pretty cool guy, made a video recently asking people to make predictions for the latest episode of a show he's editing called Fictional Characters Collide. The matchup is Gru vs Megamind. This matchup is really liked among the community. I honestly never cared for it, but it sounds pretty cool, and I enjoy both movies, so I decided to give it a shot. Before we start, I just want to say that I'm not a versus debater in any way, shape or form. This prediction would just be me guessing based on the research I've made on both characters, so excuse me if I got something wrong. And please let's not turn this into a toxic debate. Anyways, who I think would win. Now at the start I thought that Gru would win, but now I think Megamind should probably destroy Gru. Don't get me wrong, Gru is a tough fucker. He could survive getting hit with that much explosions to his face, and he could also just punch a really strong shark like is nothing and dodge rocket missiles. But in my opinion Megamind isn't far off. First of all, yeah, Gru is physically stronger. I don't see Megamind getting close to knocking out a shark like is nothing. And you could say that they are equal in speed since Megamind dodges Titan's eye lasers, and you could scale Gru to Blaffer, who also could dodge lasers. Though Megamind is more durable. Sure, Gru could survive getting hit with a lot of explosions to his face, but Megamind has survived explosions as well and could survive getting hit by Titan, who could destroy and throw around buildings like is nothing. Gru is impressive, but he stands no chance against that motherfucker. That's all without talking about technologies, because oh boy, you're in for a ride. Gru has a lot of gadgets that could help him, like his fire and ice guns, his shrinking gun which can shrink the moon so he could hold it, though I don't think they would use it since it's a one-time thing from what I hear. He also has his lipstick taser which can stung opponents and could even knock people out with enough constant exposure and X-ray goggles that allow him to see through anything. He has some other weapons, but I hear that they are only through prep time. These include a jetpack that he used in space, a grappling hook, an inflation gun, a fart and jelly gun, another flamethrower, and a lot more. Sounds pretty impressive. And it is. Though Megamind has better in my opinion. For once his weapons are deadlier. Some of them can instantly kill Gru, like his D-gun which has the death ray mode, among other very useful modes like the dehydration blaster which can turn Gru into a useless cube, though Gru can still come back if he got exposed to water. There is also destroy mode which can destroy brick walls and doors. That's without mentioning that he has a machine that lets him impersonate anyone, which I feel could be pretty handy in this fight. Plus he has a suit that replicates Metro Man's strength and speed, which I hear that suit is enough to stomp Gru even with his minions, which he would probably not have that many of them unless you give him prep time. Simply put, you would need to give Gru a lot to make the fight close, let alone give him the victory. Even if you would give Gru prep time, Megamind is still a genius strategist and has deadlier weapons. So yeah, while I think that Gru is impressive in his own right and I would be rooting for him, he doesn't have a way to put Megamind down for good thanks to Megamind's superior techs and durability. So yeah, I think Megamind would win this fictional character collide. As I said before, I'm not a versus debater and I wouldn't expect everything I said to be true, but I still have my bets. If I messed up anything, you could tell me in the comments and I'll correct my mistakes, as long as you're not being a cunt about it. Before I go, I just want to say that I am quite excited for this episode. I never watched FCC before, so I don't know how well they tackle the character's story, but I hope they do, because Megamind's story I feel would be great in a versus show. And I hope they focus on banter, since I could see these guys bouncing off of each other really well. I don't know how far they are in the episode. I heard that they are done with the analysis, but I'll give some scenes that I feel would be fun. I want a scene where one of Megamind's robots get attacked by a minion. When delivering a weapon to Megamind, the minion would destroy the robot, but other robots would follow him and we see them chasing him in the background. Have a part of the fight where Megamind acts like he's running away just to go behind Gru while impersonating a minion, just so his watch would fall off and makes him turn into Megamind again. And that's pretty much it for this video. Again, I'm not a versus debater and I'm excited for the episode. Hope you guys like this prediction, and my next video would probably be a big one, though I'll try to get it done before my school starts. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.